The football world has absolutely gone bizarre in the past 72 hours. From the FBI investigating the Argentine Football Association for money laundering offense off the pitch, and also Egyptian FA filing an official complaint about an official referee. This is AfoSport, where we give you quality content and quality football analysis. Let us dive into the football analysis because it's been a lot to look into and unpack even in the transfer window. So let's get into it. So the first news is that Manchester United agreed £50 million for André Santos, and Chelsea have given the go ahead for this player to go for the medical with a 10% sell on clause on the player. This news is actually bittersweet for me because we actually bought this player for £80 million from Vasco da Gama. It looks like a win for us, but ideally I felt like is a player we should have kept, is a good squad player that we could have actually left on the team. I used to say this, I don't know if it's Alonso that is giving the go ahead for this transfer. On the other side of it, the bitter part of it is the fact that we are selling one of our best squad player to our rival. Would I even call my rival because we finished far apart from them. So it's quite painful for me to watch that unfold. Selling that player for that kind of money. We saw Anderson sold for £150 million to Man City. The fact that Man United didn't meet up with their financial obligation and they lost out of that, so they went for an alternative. I wouldn't say Santos and Anderson are on the same level, but I felt like it's a player we should have gotten more out of. We actually saw what teams are paying for players in that position, and he has learnt a lot from Casedo, from Enzo, so he has a lot of experience to give the Manchester United team. It's gonna be a good purchase or good player for Manchester United. Like, I don't doubt that because he's a solid player, always fit, and that's what you actually need from a player. He's dedicated. We could see whenever he's been called upon as a Chelsea player, he's always turn up. It's just painful to watch that we're selling him to our rival, but there's nothing we can do about that. And also on the other news, we saw Fulham appointing Álvaro Arbeloa as their new manager after the departure of Michael Silva. I would say is a good one for Fulham. So far since they've lost their coach, I felt like Álvaro Arbeloa did himself good by coaching Real Madrid, even though things didn't go as planned for him. But adding that to his CV gave him some kind of stature to be able to get this kind of job. And I believe he's going to do a good job because this is kind of a learning curve for him to develop properly as a coach. He wants to be the top coach that teams will always be looking for. It's a good starting point for him to go. No pressure from him. And his official statement, it's a real honor for me to embark on this new stage at Fulham, the oldest club in London. He said, I felt a great sense of responsibility and I am deeply grateful to the chairman, the vice chairman, for the trust they have placed in me with Fulham in the Premier League. I wish him all the best as in his new role as the coach of Fulham. Also, this is just news we already know about. Quenda completes his £40 million move to Chelsea. The 18-year-old natural winger is going to be joining Chelsea this season. I look forward to this. Honestly, I look forward to this because we are not doing business in this market, and the little players that we are bringing in, I just hope that they perform to the level that we want them to, because without that, I don't think Chelsea is going to go to anywhere in the league. I want to be positive, but we know football is all about money. And if you're not buying the right player, there's no way you can compete. I just hope it goes well for him because he had injury 2025, so he came back March 2026. He's been a good player, vital player, but however, Premiership is a different animal on its own. So I hope he survives Premiership and give us something to share about as a Chelsea fan. And also, I was saying the other time that when Man United pay £50 million for Santos, it looks like a cheap buy for them. But we saw Tolani moving to Tottenham Hotspur, the London team, on £100 million payment to Newcastle. What a wonderful player to buy, but I felt like that's overpriced anyway. But we know what the market is saying, so I can't really complain about that. I just hope he performs at the same level he did at Newcastle, or probably better, because Tottenham need to actually come out to play better football because they have been slacking for the past 2 seasons, and it's not good on their outfits to be uh, in that position they are. And on the other news, I think the Manchester United fan will be happy about this. Also, some of their fans also would care less about what I'm about to read. So, Amorim apologizes to Manchester United fans. It's quite funny because since he was sacked, he didn't make any comment, which is obviously good. And then he was appointed as the AC Milan coach, which I believe is a good job for him if he can be disciplined, not hard-headed, listen, adapt to change, adapt to progress. The fans want to see you win, and if you can win, you can make your changes at the end of the day. And I believe that Man United gave him that kind of liberty. They didn't give some of those coaches, and he flopped it. He flopped it. This is the statement. He said, "I didn't have the opportunity, and I am sorry for that, to say something to the Manchester United fan at the moment. But I'm really proud to have been their coach for a year. Now it's a different history. There are a lot of things I could have done better in the last experience, but sometimes it is like that. You need to learn to reach a different level. This is my thinking here. Everyone learn from their experience. I learned a lot. I did some mistake, and I will try to change, but there are some things you never change. I think I will be better, and that is all." Kudos to him. Congratulations to him for getting the job at AC Milan. But I do think Manchester United fans will care less about that statement. They already moved on a long time ago, and I don't think a lot of them care about the statement. And one thing I will say is that this guy has a way with words. He have a way with words, and he just find that way to become the Shakespeare. But good luck to him. He's in his new role, and I hope he gets success in his new job. And to the next one, this one now, we are moving to the part of the controversy that has happened in the world of football. Egyptian FA requested a FIFA investigation into the refereeing of their round of 16 game against Argentina. This one is a painful one to watch. We are looking at our football being taken away, being turned into politics. We can't even find the root cause of all these things. The inconsistency in the refereeing in this World Cup is alarming. The fact that African team play as an underdog in this tournament, and they still they still needed the referee on their side to be able to get a win is really painful. You can argue all you want to say that they could have won the game, they bottled it. Trust me, football is not always like that. It's not always like that. There's a mental part of football that bad refereeing can actually distort your progress. We've seen it across the years. I remember those times was Chelsea was playing Barcelona that the referee almost killed the morale of the player. It's painful when you watch those kind of things play out. I just know that this kind of request is just like you're reporting a rat to a cat that stole your meat. So it's just technically nothing's gonna happen because the cat will eat the rat and also still eat your meat. So I just hope that they get a closure, just move on from this because I don't think there's anything FIFA will do because it looks like it was arranged. Now look at France is gonna be playing Morocco tomorrow, and the officiating are all Argentine. I don't know how they pick this officiating, but I know that there are ways you can pick referee that doesn't have vested interest in the game. If you pick someone from South Africa or someone from Chile or someone referee from different countries that actually have nothing to do with this game, it's quite easy to see their side of things when they blow, and you don't link into being biased. But now you know there is some kind of thing that is going on within France and Argentina because of the last final World Cup, and there's a possibility that they might still face in this final. And now you want to use that referee to ref them. I just don't know what thought is behind it, but I just hope that that match is fair enough for both teams that is playing tomorrow. And this one is actually off the pitch, and it's not actually a good look into the Argentine Football Federation, because their market is actually hard to sell now off the pitch and off the pitch, because the FBI is actually investigating there for offense of money laundering, and it's a total of 260 to 300 million dollars. This is actually off the feed, but definitely, it's not a good outfit on them regarding what is even going on right now. And it's a bad PR for Argentine team. AFA, the Argentine Football Federation Association, hasn't made any official statement. We've seen them that debunking that they have done nothing wrong, and it is the courts to do their job and ensure that justice is served. And that is all from me, from AfoSport today, and we'll continue to bring you detailed sports analysis. I want you guys to like, share, subscribe to our channel. Let us grow together. I keep saying you are the reason why we are here, and if you give us that button, follow button, it's a motivation for us to continue to give you content, good content, and take our time to produce this for you. And that's all from me. Thank you guys. See you on the next one. Ciao.